So I thought I'd do a video on the Midget before I get rid, if I get rid. I got a guy supposedly coming for it. I thought I'd have a walk around in case I have to say goodbye. This is a 79 with a 1500, and oh boy, she likes to rust. You know, the good old orange cheese. These are pretty much the worst areas right here. Oh, that was fine before, definitely. Oh boy. So, whoever takes that on is gonna, yeah. I bought this, let's get it in shot. I bought this for £250 last September, and I was like, yeah, classic. And I couldn't really, I'm a bit new to the whole distributor and, you know, ye olde ignition systems, but I swapped everything in. And after cranking, you know, I got fuel to it, as you can see. I had that hooked up to it. After cranking, it still wouldn't fire, and I had, well, it was one of these. That guy there. I had that on the wrong way round, or the wrong side. And so I thought, oh right, okay. So someone pointed that out, and I was like, ah, you're a fool. I was like, oh, thank you, I know. So I went to crank it again, and then the ignition switch decided to just kind of seize on. So although you can still turn it, it's under constant crank mode. So when I hook up a battery to this, it will just start turning over and turning over. It won't stop until you disconnect it. So that was fun. That went well. And then I found out the possibility that the distributor I bought, because it's an AccuSpark unit, a little, I forget what they call them now, but the bit inside it, they're about, you know, they're dud from the get-go sometimes. So I was like, so it could be that. But I was kind of like, I can't really be bothered further. I mean, it's £250, which is really, really cheap for one of these, like really cheap. But you can get a running driving one, a little bit scabby, but you know, not that scabby, for about 2 to 3 grand. And I was kind of like, well, I'd rather make room for something else like a Vauxhall, because I'm one of those people. And if I'm hurting for a Midget, then I'll just buy one for a couple of grand. But I did save it from scrapyard. Literally, it's gonna go get shredded. And I traded in the ye olde Civic for it. So I did rescue it. So if it goes on to a good home, I'll be happy. But she's a low mileage example with 62,000, which is, you know, about what they got to back then, I'm pretty sure. The clutch pedal decided that was its new home, so I was like, yep, that's fine. The accelerator pedal also decided, you know what, don't need the cable, and decided that was its new home as well. The brake pedal, it returns, but yeah, it doesn't do anything. I haven't mentioned the amazing bodgery under here. But good lord, just take a seat. The wiring, Christ above. I don't know what was going on with the previous person who was tinkering with it, but Jesus. I mean, that side's obviously, all this crap's obviously for stereo. But Christ, it was, whew. I mean, I can't pull this guy out, because I was like, well, I don't want that in here. I don't even know if it's factory. It doesn't look factory, then again, what would I know? So I pulled that out, and then all the lights on the dash didn't work anymore, so that went well. But she's the 4-speed. You know, I mean, I got that on seized. It didn't used to do this at all. It just liked first gear. This was where it was going to stay forever. And to, you know, literally lift and over, and that's reverse, which is weird. But if you're one who has British cars, or has always had these British cars, then that's like completely normal. But that's a first for me. And yeah, not really much else to see. She's a bit of a sorry state. Oh, well, I've got this steering wheel here, like mountainy steering wheel. No idea if that's any good. It's obviously not the standard one. No idea if that was a pricey item or not. Probably was, knowing me. My luck. I'm sure that'd pass an MOT. That's fine. Don't need that anyway. Overrated. Lap belts. Yeah, let's try and focus on the rest. So, what I know it needs sills because these are just cheese. Like literally, I tried jacking up. Oh, there you go. I tried jacking up on it. That's what happened. Just went straight through. That's fine. It needs, yeah, it needs sills. It needs the hole. There's a hole up here. Yeah, floor, footwell even. There's one in the corner in the passenger side as well. That's in the firewall though. Oh, can I see it? It's like, it's that over there. They decided to have a footwell light. That worked for all of 5 seconds when I, you know, touched the wire at some point. Need that bit on the front for the bumper. That's why the bumper's off, because it fell off. Trying to think what else. Oh yeah, it's both sills that need doing, don't know if I mentioned. And it has a tiny hole. Have a look in here. It's got a tiny hole. Where is it? Either in this corner or the other one. I think it's the other corner. Over there. But, oh, and obviously the floors. Yeah, I just thought I'd give her just a film before I send her away. It's up to 500, which I've quickly discovered that is far too low. But I have people who are on their way already for it, so it'd be rude to say, no, I want 600 or something like that. So I'm just going to let it go. Or if no one wants it for that, then I'll just restore it. Maybe this will be the first of many videos. Probably not. But yeah. Oh dear. Inca Yellow. I don't actually know anything about this car. I literally bought it as a yard clearance. So it's out of a yard clearance. There's no paperwork, no registration. Got the VIN plate down there, over there. So I was able to figure out that it is a 79. I think it was built between June and August. So it was right before they started making them all black, I think. So it could be one of the last Inca Yellow ones they did. But hey ho, I'm no expert. I'm just a fool who buys crappy old cars. Oh, hello. Well, you weren't there before. Oh, that's interesting. How does it manage to leak oil when it doesn't run? That's amazing. What? And it's all mayo-y. What? Wow, what's happened there? Well, that's new. Where did you come from? Just get on the ground, it's fine. Oh, I don't know. This is my favourite exhaust job ever. That's fine. I'm sure that worked. Yeah, solid. No mufflers back then, which is just how I like them. Oh yeah, there's a good chance. Look at the floor. In case I ever wonder why I sold it. There you go, that's why. And there's a bit in the middle which isn't supposed to collapse, which has. Oh, I didn't get to. Oh yes, the best bit. This door here doesn't really open anymore. So where the hinges mount in here, it's just kind of all rusted and collapsed on there. As you can see, it's trying to do here. Pretty much the same. So now the door doesn't really line up. And it, I've been in. I'll show you. I can't get over there because they're doing like gardening. This corner here, because it was so out of line, it got pushed up against like the bulkhead here, and it actually bent inwards. This part of the door. Oh yeah, there's another bit. There you go. And I was just like, oh god. So now I have to get a new door, because apart from that, the doors are actually really good. You got a little bit up the top. That's all surface. That'll come off. So yeah, that was nice. So that one doesn't really open. And also the sills are pretty much the structural, you know, the main structure for the car. So it's kind of like, when they go, the whole car just kind of wants to bend in two. Oh, and this broke. This broke when I opened the door for the second time. It's the leather, like this, the door stay. But they had like a leather strap back then, not metal, which is interesting. But there you go. That's the Midget. Just a random ramble on my channel. I'm sure this was very cohesive. But yeah, not really much else to say with it. Never heard it, yeah. Haven't gotten it running yet. Whether I will after today, to be determined. Let's go get a front shot. Oh yeah, and while we're on the subject of rust still, that's the bonnet. Yeah, it's in good condition, you know. It did have aftermarket air cleaners on it. I can show you. They literally turned to dust. the stuff inside. Obviously used to be foam. Got it in the pile of crap over here. There you go, that's what was on it. There's this stuff which turned into foam and bleh. I was like, do I really want that going inside the carbs? No. So there you go. I put the stock one back on, which is what came with the car, in a bag. Yeah, Rad surprisingly has coolant. I think I popped off the cap somewhere. There's green in there, which is madness. I don't know how that happened, but there you go. Oh, all right. Oh, thanks for watching, guys. Catch you in the next one.